All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the stream. Gonna work on the Lex Talionis account. Talk to you guys, answer any questions you might have, things that I could help you out with. Just chill out, chat, and play some Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. The usual. Let's see what we got in our mailbox here. Final score 11. Look at that. I won just by throwing a team in and losing. I got one banner. I got the 10 points for playing, and I got one banner, and I won the round. Got rank number 2. It's good stuff. I'll take that loot, especially those crystals. It's nice having those crystals, let me tell you what. Sure can use them on this account. All right. Let's see what else we got. We got Conquest. Energy all jammed up over here. Let's see. We did okay on the droid thing. Or on the last Galactic War. What's this one? Scoundrels. Stuns. Complete the battle with an undersized squad. Is this going to be a fleet one? No, okay. Gotta kill some droids, huh? Well, let's see if I can do level 7 with my Imperial troopers. Just to see if I can get the win at all. We got a Gear 12 Darth Vader in the team and a Relic 5 Moff Gideon. So we'll turn Gideon into the tank whether he likes it or not. Oh, that answers that question. Not on level 7. Not fast enough. Alright. Let's back it down. See if we're fast enough on 6. If I get to go first at whatever rank I can go... Oh. Still not fast enough. Wherever I can go first, we should be able to win. Got Storm Pooper in the house. Kyber Soze says hello. Captain Amazing says, hey DL, have the day off work to watch you live. Irishman says, good evening. When Captain Amazing said he was going to watch me on his day off, I said there's a lot better things to do with the day off than watch me stream. But yeah, we'll take it. We'll take the community and camaraderie. All right, let's drop an area effect over here. As long as we keep getting kills, we keep getting turn meter. And now we've got days on the little robot here, so we can take that out. Oh, we're dealing with the revives. Okay, so troopers can't win this. Zoiks. Yeah, because 50 RT gets just ridiculous recovery. Oh? Oh, so close. Okay. Maybe we can get it. 7, 5. Well, we got it. Nice. Okay. I didn't know if we were going to be able to kill 50 there for a second, but we managed. Oh, all I get's the completion. All right. We'll have to go back later and try to figure that out. Let's see what we got in Conquest. I should be able to join normal this time. We won't get very far in normal, but I certainly will join normal. That's okay. We don't mind if we get, you know, bad progress in normal is still fine. All right, thermal exhaust. Detonators, defensive, insatiable. Ugh. This is all bad. I'll take the thermal exhaust, I guess. It's the least worst of what I've been offered. Alright. Dank Ideals is in the house. Kith Kanum's here. Cody Lay says hello. Captain Amazing says, I moved to Japan in August. I used to be able to watch all your streams. It's a lot harder now, but I'm happy when I get the opportunity. Oh, that's so cool, man. I appreciate it. 38 Little Rock says, how's it going? It's going good so far. Boris says, hey DL, where have you been? You don't call her Sortie? I don't. I don't call her Sortie. It feels weird to me. I don't know why. I don't like the name. It's just like third sister. I don't want to call her Riva or Reva or whatever the heck she should be called. The name of the character in the game is third sister, so I refer to her as third sister. Seems like everybody else is plenty willing to call her Riva. Okay. I guess we gotta take a better team in against Hux. I thought maybe I could get enough damage on. Okay. Can't use troopers against Hux because the turn meter gain doesn't happen, so I guess we'll have to switch over to my Geos. The first order teams in Conquest are very difficult. Like, even at hard mode, when you get really good teams, they could just one-shot your characters. The first order buffs that they get through Conquest basically say your character does insane damage. So, yeah, even at gear 12, they're pretty stout. Alright, Hux is gone. Red Trooper has to go next for sure. We'll just do a basic here, get the tenacity down on him. We'll put exposes on. Yeet him out of here. Okay. I'll stay on Kylo unmasked for a second and see how that works out. Let's cleanse. Get some life back here. We don't have to resummon the brute or anything, but I think I want that ability on cooldown. Let's go over here and try to get ability block on everybody. There we go. That's the best kind of ability block. Dead. Alright, now we'll just finish off Kylo. Nice. Okay, got our first victory in Conquest Normal. What else can we do? Okay, Padme. Probably Geos on Padme as well. I really only have 2 functional teams for Conquest. I've got a trooper team that I can include Darth Vader in, and I've got the Geos, and that is pretty much it. My bounty hunters haven't come along yet. I don't really have I don't have rebels as such. CLS team is non-existent. Okay. The retaliation damage is killing me. Conquest retaliation. I don't think Spy can get a kill here, so we're just gonna remove debuffs. We'll heal up, get that cooling down. Gotta get this taunt off of here. Get back on Anakin, get some debuffs on him. Spy. Man, you gotta get into stealth, buddy. Alright. Oh, no. That didn't do it. Okay. So we're in bad shape here. Already lost one of our geos. Yeah, we can't stand up to the constant attrition here. So we'll just leave. What do we have down here? Inquisitors. So let us leave the golden path. To heck with that. Padme's too hard. What do we have coming out of that? Jedi or Phoenix? Sith? Oh, okay, so we should be able to take this bottom road. Let's take the bottom road. Get these troopers in here. And I think I'll kick out Stark. Put in Vader because I can. And we'll leave Padme to her own devices. The problem with running teams that you know are kind of mediocre, you do have the risk that when you come out of a node in the middle, there are a couple times in the game where there's only one node for you to fight. It's just whatever node it is, that's the one you have to take. And if you get stuck like on a Padme team there, you may have to invest in some tech. I mean, sometimes just putting a little tech on is enough to get what damage needs to be done. Why is this character not dying? I know it doesn't have like damage immunity or something. Alright, we'll put on Merciless Massacre. Dance around here. I got days on my Gideon, which is not ideal, but it's alright. Get rid of this Seventh Sister. I'm gonna drop the bomb on the Fifth Brother. Dude is counterattacking like crazy. Second Sister, drop the AoE. And that should be it. Alright, victory. Moving along, 3 stars. We're not stuck yet. But yeah, so for anybody who's going through normal conquest and you get stuck really early on, just remember, you do have access to some tech in the shop. There's things that you can do or buy that can help you break through a bottleneck if you're stuck on one specific team. And I mean, if you can't get past it, you can't get past it, but I'm usually willing to spend either some conquest currency or sometimes even some crystals for the right tech. Let's go ahead and do Merciless Massacre right away on these guys. Get all these basic attacks out. Get a second round of Force Crush. And then we will... should be able to get kills pretty easily to keep the troopers up and running. There's no Rex here. Luckily they didn't put Rex in all these Phoenix teams in Conquest yet. I imagine they will at some point, but they haven't done it yet. Alright. And this kind of performance with a trooper team is usually, you know, one relic. So in this case, I got Moff Gideon as a relic doing damage and taking damage, and that's pretty much it. The rest of the troopers are hot garbage. We can still do okay. All right, let's swap out for Geos, and then I'll probably be done for tonight. on the on Conquest. I'll wait for my characters to regenerate a little bit before I throw them back in. When you're this weak, being at 80% is about all you can take. Let's go over on Bosk first, whittle down all these stacks of defense on him, and then see if we can get a quick kill over here. We just don't, if the bounty hunters do get turns, we just don't want them to get that mass assist. That's not something we like to have on our geos. Whittle down stacks on all these guys. Try to take away his turn meter. We can get a kill. Oh, I thought we had ability block on Boba. I must have misread that. Make sure we get ability blocks on these guys that have area effects. Or just kill them. Get the Mandalorian out of here. We'll put Taunt on Sunfac now, just for the fun of it. Okay, gotta go back to Boba. And then we'll save Grief until last. I didn't need to do that. Just put it on auto. Michela says, hey Dale, late stream. Yeah, a little later than I want to, but you know, it's always the same thing. You know, you gotta do your job first, and you get to stream whenever you come home. So home from work a little late, start the stream a little late. Such is life. Here's another Amplify Agony. Oh, that's an Amplify. Okay. We'll take that. So that we have an Amplify Agony and a Thermal Exhaust. They're both gray, basic level stuff. Volatile Accelerator would be better than any of this. Alright, here we're stuck on one note. Oh my goodness. This is so bad. This is so bad. Whenever an enemy targets an Ewok ally while attacking out of turn, you get stunned. So basically we have to find a way to kill these Ewoks that is only Darth Vader. Because troopers do a ton of assists. My Phoenix do a ton of assists if I try to use them. The Geos do a ton of assists, and all of that's just going to straight up get me killed. You know what I could do tonight? You know what I could do? Why don't you guys ask me some questions? Ask me some questions so that I can talk. And while I'm talking, we might take a look at unlocking Padme with Geos. And we'll see if we can get that to work out. If we could get Padme team up and running for Conquest, then we could potentially, you know, have something in our toolbox against teams like these Ewoks. And against that other Padme team. You know, at least we'd have a chance. So let's go into the journey guide. Select the journey for Padme. I'll start working on that. And you guys can ask questions if you have them. This should be just a foregone conclusion until we get up to like the 6th and 7th star battles. I've done this with Geos before. I don't remember it being that difficult, but I did have a little bit better mods on my account last time I did it this way. Yeah, these low level things, just get them out of here. Who's going to be your second relic? My second relic is going to be Dash Rendar, I hope. I'm going to take a look at that tonight because Dash needs Kairos. And depending on where I'm at on Kairos, I feel like I've already put one Cairo onto Dash and I need a second one. But we'll take a look at it. And I may have to pull forward a different character because I'm getting plenty of relic materials, but I really don't, again, with all of the problems I'm having with crystal income, I haven't really had good bandwidth to farm many Kairos. So that puts me behind on Cairo containing characters. Okay, Kenobi down. We can just yeet Anakin out of here, I think. Boop. These Watt-ready Geos. Mishkayla says it's a good idea. Padme is so good in Conquest. She helps a lot. Why not Vader? Going on the Profundity Journey, I have to do a Relic 9 on Radis. I have to do some high Relic stuff. Relic 8 on Cassian Andor. There's a lot to do with a journey like Profundity. And if you're constantly relicking characters that aren't part of the journey, then the journey itself just takes way too long. So to answer your question, why not Vader as a relic? It's just because I want to focus on the journey. I want to be working on characters that are part of the Profundity Journey or part of the Profundity fleet. Like, for example, Biggs. You know, I wouldn't be ashamed to relic Biggs. He's a good character. His ship is part of the journey, even though Biggs isn't. And having a relic Biggs does help you in fleet right away, and it helps you in the journey to do the event. So, like Biggs could be an out-of-cycle relic. CLS or his team, because you need the Millennium Falcon for the Profundity. But it's just going to focus on those characters that are needed for the journey or in some way related to the fleet that we need. We're going to put debuffs onto Anakin. And that's just so that Spy can yeet him out of here in one shot. Ooh, I guess not. Okay, and then with Anakin down, it's not too bad. On the higher levels, you have to go after Padme first. We actually have to kill Padme or we don't have a chance. So we'll see if we can get there on the higher level ones. So here we'll just try to work on Padme, then we'll take the debuffs off of Kenobi. Then we'll go over here and try to ability block this Guardian. And back to Padme. And then we'll try to get this out of here. We'll attack Kenobi again, and then we'll try to spy Padme. Yeet. Not quite enough. Close, though. Okay, we'll target Kenobi again. Padme's still got debuffs on her, so we're fine with that. That was a good hit. Almost got Kenobi out. We got to put debuffs back on Padme again. We want to keep her with as many debuffs as we can for each spy execute. We'll strip that. Oop, that stun can't be. Yeah, I forgot about that. Anakin's back. We didn't keep him ability blocked, the fish guy. So that didn't work out in our favor. Alright, get Padme here. And then exposes. And then let's try to kill Padme. Yeet. Alright, and then Anakin, get an ability block. Nope, just get a kill. Okay, we need the Fish Jedi to get ability blocked as well. Oh, he's going to be dead in 5 seconds. Okay, so there we go now. Now we got to get this last one done. Okay, we got 2 more to go. Technically, Padme unlocks now, right? She unlocks at 5 stars. Even if we can't get her to 7 stars, we still can unlock her. Is that the case, or does she have to be 7 to unlock? Okay, let's get fish ability blocked. And let's get Kenobi. And let's put debuffs on to Padme. Exposes. And then see if we can get Padme out of here. I'm not even close. Yeah, we may have to go remod this spy. Put a little more damage on or something. No ability block there. Basically just attack into Kenobi again and build up spy's damage. And then execute again on Padme here in a second. We don't need to do that quite yet. So let's try to get the ability block back over here again. No ability block. Come on, ability block. Nope. Alright, well, we got to put debuffs on Padme at this point. Didn't get much. Just gotta... Let's try again here. No ability block still. Padme refuses to get... Let's just execute here. Come on. Get her. Alright. There we go. Let's heal up. Cleanse off that shatter point so we don't have to deal with that. We got the ability block onto Fishman, so that's good. Anakin's going crazy over here. Get the ability block back on him again. Or get him killed, I guess. We'll have to deal with Anakin. Yeet. I don't think Mace has much of a chance of soloing this, so we should be at 6-star Padme now. Okay. Climbing right up there. Can we see some conquest on the main account? Yeah, sure. You can see conquest on the main account if you want to. I guess. Hey DL, is it worth it to spend 1.75 million credits to take a 4-star Ewok Scout or IG-86 to 7 stars just to cash in a surplus of shards? I have about 400 shards of each. Yes. I always cap my characters and steal their extra shards. It's a little bit of currency. Like, you can literally buy that currency back out of the raid store for like 625 for 1 million, so 1200 raid currency will get you all the money you need to buy that. So it's really nothing in the grand scheme of things. So yes, I would definitely recommend whenever you have things that can go to 7 stars reasonably, it's a good idea to take those and cash the shards in. Okay. We'll just work on Padme a little bit here. Oh dear, oh my goodness. Should not have done the area effect there. That's bad on my part. Yeah, no. Let's get out of there. I need a little better mods in my spy to do this, but at the same time, I just kind of want to see if I can, figure out how to get this done with some pretty trashy geos here. Okay, let's heal this up right away. Let's see if we can kill her. Oh, not even close. Yikes. Alright, well, let's go on Kenobi for a second here. Okay, exposes. Take what buffs we can off of Padme. Boy, that's not gonna work. Yep, ouch. Okay, we're out of luck here. We got to be able to execute that Padme. Basically, we just got to keep taunt off of Kenobi and be able to hit Padme hard enough. And with our current spies mods, I don't know if that's going to happen. If we can get a critical hit for enough damage, maybe we can pull it off. Okay. Over here on Kenobi. And let's remove turn meter if we can. Let's just get rid of buffs. Okay, now with spy. Let's get an expose if we can. Nope. Oof. Alright. Let's try on Anakin. Hey! Interesting. Now we gotta clear the buff here and get the Fishman and hope that we can ability block him before he brings Anakin back. And then maybe we can take another swing at Padme. Man, Poggle just refusing to do his job here. Poggle be like, nah. Ability block's overrated, buddy. Okay. Now we've got some okay. Let's wait for this protection up to get off of Padme. Oh boy. That's a loss for us again. Yeah. We need just a little better mods on the spy if we're going to try that. But we should be able to unlock Padme already. Without the Zetas, though, I don't know. I don't know if she's worth it without the Zetas. Let's take a look. We'll go ahead and promote her to 6 stars. As a leader. So light side allies, and while they have protection up, they resist and can't be critically hit. And this one is protection up can't be prevented or dispelled, and is increased to 40% if Padme's the leader. That one's pretty important. Pretty important. Dang. Should I build Padme or not? Let's take a look at Galactic Republic and see what all characters we could build for Galactic Republic here. We've got lots of shards for Ahsoka Tano. We've got Plo that we could build up. Qui-Gon for sure. Mace Windu. We've got Anakin himself. So we've got characters. Okay. Dash Rendar. Let's take a look here. Yeah. Dang. How far off are we? Oh, we're way off. Okay, so we've got one Cairo that we can lock down. And then we're just shut down on his gear till we get another Cairo. I think we need a total of 3 Kairos just to get him to gear 12. 3 Kairo sets. So he is a long way off from gear 12. 50 there. Phew. So let's go back and relook at this a different way. So if I go to my journey guide and we pick the Profundity Journey and begin that. And then let's say we go to our tab here and look at the journey. And look at characters. What do we got? We got Harrison Dula. We've got Jin Urso, Cassian Andor, Biston, Radis. Radis, we're done farming. So we've got 336 shards of Radis. But he's another Cairo containing character. Jin Urso could take to 7 stars. Cassian we could take to 7. All of which are better than relicking Harrison Dula. So probably Jin Urso is the best out of this group. Let's see how close we can get Jin Urso to gear 12 before we do anything else. Because Conquest, all that stuff, I don't mind. If we can do better there, that's cool, but that's optional, right? Got to stay on track for our journey. Now, I did build some bounty hunters. Just to be clear, we had a bounty hunter event where the galactic bounties, and I wanted to be able to get better galactic bounties. So I did, in fact, build up the Cad Bane and also the Grief Karga. And I put them on startup gear. Let's take a look and see if we can get these. Yeah, look at this. We can buy all kinds of these. So we will indeed buy all kinds of those. All right. That gets us the upgrade button again. Gear 10, gear 11. And gear 12 we're short by something. Let us find out what that might be. Okay. What are we short? Let's look again. Gear 6. Yeah, this is super expensive. But it's okay. I mean, we're going to need them anyway someday. So buy them with this currency. And that'll give us a gear 12 character. So we can work on relicking Jin Urso next. Stick with the journey, right? Equip that. Equip this. Equip this. And that just leaves us on this stuff plus Cairo. So we'll have to get all that Cairo for this week. That shouldn't be too bad though. I mean, we should be able to get 100 Cairo. On this account, I don't know if I'll be able to pull off 100 Cairo in 1 week, but certainly within 2 weeks, we'll be able to get that. 0 of those. Yikes. Okay, so I'll definitely have to farm those up. So we're on a 2-week cycle. It'll take us 2 weeks. It'll take us 2 weeks. But what we can do with this Gear 12 Jin Urso then is build Mon Mothma and Rebels. That's another assist team though. Wow, like all the teams that I'm building, they all assist. The Ewoks are way too good. Okay. So this gets us a character that we can work on for relics. It gets us... you know what? We don't... Let's not go crazy and build other stuff. Let's stick to the plan. So let's just work on her. And then let's see what we can do with Padme. I'm going to run out of money fast. Because like I said, I did build those other bounty hunters. So let's just show that real quick. So I did dump a bunch of money on Cad Bane and Grief Karga to get all these bounty hunters up and running. Boba Fett on his last star. I will say though, Slave 1, I was buying that out of the shop instead of farming it, and I've only got up to this point 10 purchases on the Slave 1. So that thing is like not showing up in my fleet store ever. It's not a rare occurrence. So it's kind of weird to me that it's that infrequent. Alright, Jedi Knight Anakin. We got everything we need to click the button here, so why wouldn't we? There's no Cairo on Jedi Knight Anakin, so we can do that. Then let's take a look at Qui-Gon Jinn. Give him a star. Give him a couple more gear upgrades here. Okay. And then we'll take a look at Ahsoka. I hear she can be pretty good for this. She's gonna go to 76. We'll take her up as far as we can for half price. We'll promote her to 7 stars. We'll promote her to 6 stars because we're going to be out of money in a hurry here. And we haven't even done mods for the week yet, so that'll be us out of money. Okay. This is going to be a showstopper. I'll request that from the guild. See if I can rely on some charity from some friends. Alright, and then we'll do Padme, and then, I don't know, we'll not very optimistic about this working. I don't think I'm gonna have enough gear on these characters. So we'll have Ahsoka, Qui-Gon, Anakin. We can build Padme a little bit, but I don't think this is gonna kill Ewoks in Conquest. It's not bad though. I mean, it's not like we're throwing away resources. This is definitely stuff that we're going to use someday. 1.94 million. Let's go see if we can buy some more money if it's available in the shop. We're not going to get there. We're not going to get there today. Alright, show me the money. There's some money. Take that. Is there more money? Take that too. Okay. Quests. Whatever. Get out of here, quest. Okay. Let's do mods. Let's do the mod thing. And we'll put mods on Jyn Erso. And then the rest of it's just going to have to wait. Let's see if we got any small ones. See if we got any bad stats. Oof. got a whole load of bad stats. Select everything, get rid of the speed ones we'll keep for now. We're desperate for any decent mods with speed, so we'll keep even offense mods with defense stats. Just in case there's a chance they might give me speed. This isn't great. This is probably going to take most of my money in one hit. Good lord. But we can sell off all of these. And go to here. And get rid of the 3-speed ones. Look at the 4-speed ones and see if there's any garbage that we don't. I really don't want these, but that's not great. Crit avoidance, I don't think I care about too much, but it's fine. Health, no potency substat on that. Alright, so we'll get rid of the ones we don't want, select the rest, upgrade them to 12, and let's go on a slicing party. See if we can get some speed here. Missed on that. Let's try here. Nope. Let's try here. Nope. Crit damage, please. Come on, please, please, please. I'm gonna hit it again. It's a crit damage, and we need those. So, got nothing. All right, 5 speed here. Crit chance. This would be good. If it weren't for bad luck today, I'd have no luck at all. No potency substat. It's not that exciting, but well, we did hit speed. We'll try one more time. Stuck on 9 speed. 9 speed again. Hit it again. For mods like that are 9 speed, if I don't hit speed again in the second roll, I really don't want to waste all of those really good slicing materials on a third roll. If it's a 10 or 11, I'll definitely hit it to purple. But at 9, you gotta draw the line. Okay, select all. Upgrade to 9. I don't have enough money for that. We're just gonna stop. We're just gonna stop upgrading mods. We will put what we can on the character, and then we just gotta buy a lot of money for next week. And you know, we'll take what we can get for next week. I'll take this one. Do speed and health as sets. Probably just all 5 speed mods that didn't work out at this point, but sure. Speed protection. Do this one. We should have a speed mod with speed somewhere. Do I even have enough money to finish that out to level 15? Yeah, okay. 162. Alright. And that will pretty much end what we have for money. We'll prioritize Mon Mothma for next week. I'll see if I can get a little bit of gear and levels on that Padme for Conquest. Otherwise, we'll just be working on that Relic for Jin and the other stuff from the journey. Gotta keep it in the journey, y'all. We can put more gear on Syndulla. We'll need it eventually anyway. Still got training droid problems. Look at that. I went to that page and still low on training droids. Zoiks. The problem has not solved itself yet. Okay. Let's see. Michaela says, are you building Padme's team? Isn't that going to hurt your journey time? Just realize that like there's 3 distinct layers of gear. The stuff that it requires you to go from level 1 to 8 is sort of in one category. What it takes you to go 9, 10, 11, 12 is in another category. That gear's a little more rare, but you can buy it, almost all of that stuff, for raid currency at a very good exchange. And then there's the gear 13. So there's different tiers. So if you build a Padme team and you put the Padme characters at like gear 9, you're not taking gear away from your journey, because basically any character can go to gear 9. Like, it doesn't matter. It's not taking anything away from your journey characters that you don't have ready access to. The one character that I did click that, you know, could theoretically be taking currency away from my journey was the click that I did on Jedi Knight Anakin, taking him up to gear 10. But he's the heart of the Padme team, and so you could build a garbage Padme team, but this Anakin still has to be able to hit hard enough to justify even having the team in the first place. So that's the reason why I did the click on Anakin. But taking all these other characters up to like gear 8, it does nothing. That gear's all easy gear. So like this Qui-Gon, the Padme, the Ahsoka, I didn't invest anything in them that's not just easy low-level gear. And that's what I'll do. I mean, if a Padme team at gear 9 can beat the Ewoks, that's cool. Padme is very durable in Conquest. Her team can take a hit, then she buffs up, and you kill things with your courage stacks. So she's got an interesting mechanic where you don't have to like over-invest in this team. But yeah, if I started taking all these characters to gear 12, like all of the Padme characters, that would be bad. We still want to build up a Qui-Gon Jinn team. Remember, we're still going to build 5 Jedi and put the Omicron on Qui-Gon Jinn for Grand Arena. That's going to happen. And that also requires the Jedi Knight Anakin. So Anakin will go to 12, but his gear is so easy. Taking him to gear 12 will happen naturally without taking away critical gear from my journey. As long as I have one character in the journey who's gear 12 and ready to go, you know, we'll work on Dash Rendar, but, you know, Cassian Andor's a backup plan, right? Because if we can't get Dash to gear 12 by the time we Relic Jinn, then we can just pop Cassian Andor up to gear 12. And as long as we always have a character that we're working on for Relic, it's fine. Then it's fine. We can use the leftover gear on other stuff. What's a general GAC defensive for a 7.4 million galactic power account with 3 GLs, Executor, and Leviathan playing in Kyber 4? I would overload ships and bottom front zone with your best defenses. So put like 2 of your Galactic Legends bottom front, put your Executor and Leviathan on defense, and in the front zone in front of ships, just put teams that are annoying. You know, like if you've got a Maul team or a Darth Revan team with Malgus, something like that. So put annoying teams in front of ships, but then really block up the bottom. And some opponents will attack the top. They'll just look at the bottom and go, well, I'm not going to bother there. They'll beat the top zone, and then they'll be facing ships they can't beat also. So basically, you're letting them have one zone, and then you're keeping your offense in a way where you plan to go through their bottom zone. Bottom is you know, if you get 2 zones on the bottom, and they only get 1 zone, you win. It's that simple. So that's the strategy I used for most of Erodium and Low Kyber, was just to defend ships and defend bottom front. Let them take that top zone for free. But then, you know, swing away with my offense. The other thing that you can do is put your ships on defense and then just make your entire defense out of paper. Put nothing good on defense. Just all the garbage you got. Leftover resistance teams, first order teams, Geos, Ewoks, Phoenix. Just throw everything on defense, knowing that your opponent's going to beat it. Use your ships to try to hold your ship zone, and then you try to full clear them and hold with your ships. That only works if you've got enough offense to successfully full clear your opponents. Once I got into Kyber 4, I used that strategy for a long time. So for a lot of Erodium and getting into low Kyber, I used like a big defense on the bottom front. Then when I got to Kyber, there were a lot of opponents that were able to kill that defense that I had. So I pretty much went heavy offense. Then when I got Jabba, I was finally able to reestablish a good defensive strategy. Hope that helps. Not just for yourself, but maybe for other people as well. Captain Amazing says the same thing. Yeah, I use a strategy with all offense. It's a full clear strategy, but I'm climbing and about to be Kyber 2. Triple attacker, Executor, and Leviathan on defense. Yep. Did you get a tech that lets you borrow a Relic Darth Bane? He will crush the Ewoks for you. Did I get a tech that lets me borrow a Relic Darth Bane? I don't think so. I don't recall getting a tech. Did I get a tech? What's this? Preview Darth Bane. At the start of battle, summon a Darth Bane who simulates having a Relic Amplifier 9, mods, maxed abilities, and his leadership ability active. Max duration 1 battle. Oh. Well, take a look at that. Yeah, so I won't use it right away. But if I do get stuck against the Ewoks, that's certainly an option to break through. The thing that I have that might beat the Ewoks is Vader. So what we can do is put Vader in the lead, and then we'll take in a series of characters to support and protect him. So we'll do something crazy like this. And then Vader just has to carry it against the Ewoks with a merciless massacre. DL, any thoughts on a reasonable amount to spend on a wedding? We'll be covering the cost ourselves, and you could say we have average middle class incomes. Set a budget for your wedding, and just understand, if you decide to spend $12,000 on your wedding, what you will actually end up spending is going to be twice that. Like, the cost of a wedding, it's an entire industry on its own. Just realize that the people who do stuff for a wedding, their entire business is doing stuff for a wedding. So you go in for a quote on the cake and they tell you, it's going to be a certain amount. And then they come back later and they're like, well, there's this option and that option, and this is going to have to be added, and that's going to have to be added. All of a sudden, like, you're going to get a complete crap cake for the price that you originally talked about, unless you're willing to go in and, like, renegotiate for a much more expensive cake. And then they got you. So, if you have an average middle class income, you're not going to want to spend that much on a wedding. But it is a thing which, in theory, will only ever happen once in your life. And if you screw it up and you have a crappy wedding and your wife is unhappy, you're going to remember that for the rest of your life. Yeah, but you gave me a crappy wedding. So you don't want that, right? Like, as much as a wedding might not seem important, and even if she tells you, it's not that big of a deal, I don't really care about that stuff, like, don't mess it up. If she's really the woman of your dreams and you're going to stay married to her for a long time, don't mess that up. So I would say, depending on your income, a budget somewhere between $8,000 and $12,000. Get your family to help pay for it. Get a nice venue. Go on a nice honeymoon. Do nice things for yourself. Because in theory, you're only going to do it once. I underestimated that when my wife and I got married. I wanted it small, and it just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And halfway through, man, I can't even express to you how much I started to stress over the costs, because everything was more than it was supposed to be, and things kept getting added. And everything just kept going up and up, and I got frustrated in the middle. And then I had that conversation with myself, and I was like, you know what? We're only going to do this once. It's important to my wife. Just relax, right? Let it go. We're going to owe a bunch of money. I'm going to have money on my credit card when this is all said and done. But yeah. And if those numbers seem way too high for you, I mean, I don't know. Maybe get advice from somebody who's a little more familiar with the process. But a decent wedding costs a bunch of money, you know. And if you can't get friends and family to help you cover some of the cost, then it's going to be rough. I mean, literally, if you want to, you can pay like $130 for a license and go down to a justice of the peace and be married. Like you don't have to spend anything on a wedding. So it's all just about what kind of memories you want to make, what you want to think back on, what kind of celebration you want to have for your friends and family. That's really what it's about. Making memories, taking pictures. Yeah. And if you get remembered as the person who cheaped out on the wedding, it's not a great thing. I hope that helped. All right. Jar Jar says, Amisa here. Hi, everyone. All right. I don't know why. So somebody said they wanted to see Conquest on the main account. So for the Loquitur account, Conquest is like super easy. You don't even I don't even have to think about it. I just have teams set up for Conquest. Oh, here's a Ray team. Like what feats are on the first zone? Is it all resistance? A full squad of resistance characters. Okay. Saw Gerrera I'm not going to do. 500 stacks of damage over time. So I need damage over time characters or resistance characters, right? So we go in here, we look, we see that it's a Ray team. So we just go into Conquest, into one of our pre-built teams. Then we go down here, and there's an all resistance team somewhere in here. Let me click the button. And I mean, once you get all kinds of characters in your account, that's what Conquest is. It's just about optimizing, which teams you want to do feats with. And target resistance hero Finn. Kill him. We got voluntary Vanguard instantly. So this whole combat should just be a joke at this point, right? Because we've got our Galactic Legend Ray as a tank now with voluntary Vanguard. Alright, let's finish off Jedi Training Ray. There is, I think Sith Eternal Emperor or something like that. Like he does not take the voluntary Vanguard. It's the weirdest thing. Like you can put him in with some other garbage. Is it C? I can't remember now if it's C or somebody else, but I feel like there's one or more Galactic Legends that don't actually take the voluntary Vanguard. But Rey does. She'll take the hit for the team. I think Kenobi does. he'll take the hits for the team. It's a pretty nice one to get right away. But yeah, conquest on the loquitur accounts just... It's not even a management of whether or not you can win the combats. It's only a management of where you spend the energy and which teams you run down on the stamina. So I don't know. If I was you guys watching, I wouldn't find this interesting because there's no challenge to it. I mean, you just come in, you click the buttons, and you win. And that Ewok team, you know, you just take your Kenobi team against the Ewoks, and they don't have that many assists, and Kenobi's, you know, immune to the stuns anyway. Jedi Master Kenobi is. But I've got, you know, fully 15 teams that that can win in Conquest. Yeah, all the Galactic Legend teams can win. You've got the Gas, CLS, Troopers can win certain battles when you need them to. Custom teams that include like hybrids of different characters. Jabba the Hutt is insanely good in Conquest because of all the feats that say no Jedi or Sith or light side or unaligned Force users. So yeah, that's Conquest is just a grind. To give you an idea of a CLS team, let's take a CLS team in here against this Starkiller team here. But CLS in Conquest is just dumb. Like, they are so good. There's so much damage in this team. And if you get a few more discs, of course, this is even better. But, you know, you just kill everything. C-3PO gets the taunt. So, like, the character that they least want to attack is the one that they have to attack. It's pretty funny. And we'll try to kill Bastila here just to make it easier to kill the other guys. Counterattacks in on... Yeah, this is actually not as good of a demonstration, but like with data discs, these guys have everything. So they do debuffs, they do attacks out of turn, they do like all kinds of stuff. So just about every data disc in the game powers up the CLS team. And they're just insane. I've had it before in Conquest where just for the fun of it, I ran CLS down to like 10%. And I put them in a battle at 10% and they won. It was crazy. Somebody like threw a grenade and attacked them. They all counterattacked and just went from there. So I ran them all the way down to 0 stamina, and they were still winning. We've got we can just take Kenobi in against the Ewoks. Yeah, I don't think I'll do much more of this, guys, especially not on stream, because I just feel like it must be boring. Must be boring to watch. We'll just do this. Get some characters stunned. Ooh, nice dodge there. Sure. I feel like maybe there's more assists on this team than I thought. Get the Elder out of here. Get Pappy Lou out of here. And it's all over but for the cry. And let's just put it on auto and let him go. Captain Amazing says SLKR doesn't take the voluntary Vanguard. Kylo won't take it if you have the PTA Zeta. Do you buy the Pass Plus? If not, can you still unlock the characters? I buy the Pass. I have sometimes in the past bought the Pass Plus just to kind of experiment with it. But on this account, I will buy the Pass, for sure. Yes. Absolutely will buy the Pass. Caustic emissions, huh? Probably the best. I think I had the Pass Plus last Conquest. The Pass Plus gives you more stamina generation, lets you swap out your data discs for free. The swapping out data discs for free is a really nice benefit. I like that a lot. But as far as the rewards path goes itself, you don't get an extra rewards path for the Conquest Plus Pass. I've got everything unlocked. Like, Proving Grounds is empty for me. So if I had a account that was still needed to get a whole bunch of characters out of Proving Grounds, then this becomes a lot more desirable. But honestly, once you have most of the stuff out of Proving Grounds, the effect of this is, it's okay. I mean, I'm not saying it's not worth the money to buy it. It's actually pretty good at making Conquest more manageable. So it's not a bad deal, but it's also not a fantastic deal, if that makes sense. Right? Like, if you needed the Conquest Pass and you felt like getting this early data discs and all that stuff was going to help you, I would have no qualms about recommending to spend the $30. But with no Proving Grounds characters left for me, I probably won't be buying it again. Okay, what else is there to talk about on Lex Talionis? Let's go take a look at ships real quick. See if we've got any ship stuff that we want to build. We've got a little bit of ship money. We just got our Executrix to 6 stars. I don't want to invest too much more in this ship. We may have to invest a little more, I don't know, for the event. But we'll see. Okay. Plo 7 stars. Level 50 with a mediocre Plo in it. We've only got 155 million on the ship credits again because we just spent 2 million or a million getting the Executrix at 6th star. So we don't have a whole lot over here. Rebel Y-Wing, let's take a look and see what we can build here. We got a few of those materials. Let's go ahead and commit to that. And let's think about committing to the extra damage here. Is that the best use of my resources? Or is there something like on Houndstooth that I could get? Extra 15% damage on the missiles. That's not fantastic. I don't really care that much about it. I think I'll save it up. We'll save it up so that we can eventually get more stuff on a ship that's higher priority. Could do some more levels over here though. Kick this up to level 82. I use this as a reinforcement quite a bit. It's pretty good as a reinforcement in fleet, even at 3 stars. It's game winning in fleet arena against people who, let's say, aren't ready for it. Okay, that's pretty much going to bring to an end what I can do. We went from 908 to 977, so we added almost 70,000 galactic power just sitting here talking. It's pretty good. We got Padme started. We'll keep tickling her up over time. Make sure we stay on track for our journey. We got Radis to start building. We got Dash Rendar to put Kairos on. So the path is set. It's clear. The way forward is known. It's just about grinding along till we get there at this point. Alrighty, guys, I'm probably going to hang it up there. Anything else y'all want to talk about? Captain Amazing says, I bought the Pass Plus for Proving Grounds. Next month will be my last one, since I'll unlock every Conquest character. That's nice, Captain Amazing. Yeah, it's nice to have that Proving Ground cleared out. Brady says, I like the Pass Plus each time the new Datacron set comes out, so I get to start farming the other crons earlier and faster. It does. It does make a pretty big difference. You're right. With the extra energy generation and all that, you do get more. So as far as completed Conquest itself, it's okay. But it does really help you get more runs on the Datacron nodes. You're right. I forgot to mention that when I was talking about it earlier, but it does. Yeah. Again, if you buy the $30 pass, it's worth it. It's fine. It's a fine purchase. For most accounts, though, if I think about buying the $10 pass and then $20 worth of crystals, the $20 worth of crystals, if you spend it on the right stuff, is permanent account power, whereas building Datacrons is always temporary account power. So in the grand justification of things, it's a good purchase, but just consider whether that other $20 would be better spent on crystals for refreshes or for getting you higher relic levels on a character or something like that. Those are the decisions that we all have to make. Or honestly, if you had to use those crystals to buy bronzium wiring when the bronzium wiring packs come up in the shops, then 2,800, 500 purchases of bronzium wiring out there are probably going to accelerate a lot of accounts faster than any Datacrons will. Datacrons are okay, but it's short term. The fact that they go away means that it should always be a secondary investment, not a primary investment. If that makes sense. I'm going to miss it. The quality of life makes Conquest almost enjoyable. Yeah. There's a potential gain of crystals in GAC from having the Datacron advantage. That's true, but I mean, when I look at... I just go back to the same thing. I mean, overall, when I look at Grand Arena, I just think that this game mode is so unmotivating. You know? It's just like... Let's say you were Kyber 4. And by getting all the right Datacrons, you could get to Kyber 2. Right? So, players in the division get a daily reward of 200. You go up 2 full divisions in Kyber, it's 240. It's nice, but man, if you were to say how many Datacrons do I need to go from Kyber 4 to Kyber 2, I don't think the Datacrons alone are going to get you there. But it's, it's okay. Then if we go back down lower and just say, let's say we're going from Erodium 3 to Erodium 2, at lower levels, it's definitely not worth it. Going from 150 to 160, going to 160 to 180 in Kyber 5. I mean, this is the area where it's like really... The amount of crystals that you spend on refreshes. So again, let's go to, okay, let's say we're talk about this difference, right? Between Kyber 4 and Kyber 2. 240 crystals a day. The question is, if you spent those 40 crystals a day doing refreshes on Conquest. You see what I'm saying? So you might spend 800 crystals on Conquest refreshes to get the datacrons you need just to earn back those 800 crystals. I mean, it makes sense to me in my head. I'm having a hard time speaking it out loud in a way that makes me feel like I've communicated the point. but it's an investment and a return on investment. And I honestly, to me, unless you're in Kyber 1 and you're fighting to stay in Kyber 1, datacrons are always just icing on the cake. It's the extra thing. And I mean, granted, if you've got a Leia team and you've got exactly the right datacron on Leia, that team becomes harder to beat for a couple months, you know. So that's a good thing. And maybe that does get you more crystals out of GAC. But yeah, you do have to spend to get there. That's my point. By investment, I mean just 3 times 50 refreshes a day in Conquest. I've seen guild mates who are more serious do the hundreds. Captain Amazing says, I don't believe in whaling for datacrons. Light investment gives a healthy advantage. That could be a difference maker in GAC. Yeah, I don't disagree with any of that. The only point is that you invest, you get some return on that investment, and if the return that you get is less than the investment you made, or to me it's more of a break-even scenario. You work really hard on datacrons, the extra payoff in GAC might pay it back. But I'd rather be investing in durable goods like bronzium wiring and developing more characters and getting more teams on the field. Because I feel like in GAC that's always my problem. Like if I put down a good defense, I run out of offensive teams. If I put down a weak defense, I have enough offense, but then the opponent baits my defense too easily. So I'm still in that area where I just barely have enough teams to cover, you know, competent teams for Kyber 2 where I'm at on Loquitur. Alrighty guys, gonna wrap up the stream there for the night. Thank you all for coming and hanging out. Appreciate y'all. I know I'm behind on my Darth Loquitur updates for the account, but you know, my daughter has taken an interest in me here lately, and we've been playing some video games together and doing some stuff on the weekends, and it's sort of that thing where between work and spending time with her, you know, my daughter's 11, she's going to be a teenager soon, and you know, somebody's going to flip a switch and she's never going to want to see her father again for a couple years. So the time that I get with her is very precious to me right now, and it's made it hard these last couple weekends to get my updates out, but we'll get caught up on that. We'll get caught up on those pretty soon and get them out. Probably do a chill stream sometime later this week, or maybe on Saturday morning, just do a chill stream, because we're off GAC this week, but we can still hang out and chat. Maybe do some giveaways. I think it's about time to do some community giveaways again, so we'll get back to a few of those for the channel, for the community. And yeah, we'll see you all hopefully on the next Holocron. Remember to hit the like button on the way out if you didn't hit it on the way in. Subscribe, notification bell, all those kinds of things. And hope to see you in the next Holocron.